What is good? What is up? It's Jordan, our Texans Thoughts, joined by Quintin Demps, the man
Yes, sir.
himself. We are here with another episode of Believe in Texans. Quintin, you're in the H, dude. How are you? How's it treating you?
Man, I'm doing well, man. H-Town has been amazing, man. The city, the energy in the city is buzzing. The heat is booming, but you know what I mean? It's Texas, man. What you expect, man? So
That's right, man. When I
yeah,
went down a few months ago, dude, I love the city. I love the energy. I love the people, I love the food. So I'm,
yeah.
I'm happy you're able to be back for what, at least 5, 6 years since you last been back?
Yeah, man. So I ain't been in Houston, man, since I signed with the Bears, man. So
Right.
good to be back, man. See the people, feel the energy, man. Touch the people. It's been dope, for real.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we'll get into more of your thoughts on the Texans training camp as you went there today. Later on, we'll touch on that. We'll get kind of your thoughts, from a former player's perspective on training camp as a whole. But really, what I want to start with is kind of today's big breaking news, and that's the Deshaun Watson story. I mean, this has been going on for so long right now, and I
Yeah,
mean, it's a very serious matter, and so I guess it's good that it's taking as long as it needs to really be resolved and the right conclusion to be made.
that's right.
But man, like it keeps going on and on and on. And so earlier this week, I believe it was on Tuesday, Judge Sue Robinson made her final decision, gave Deshaun Watson a 6-game suspension for this upcoming season. Now, however, the thing is that she did not have the final say in this matter. That is going to Roger Goodell and the NFL, and they today have appealed that 6-game suspension and are looking to really extend that going
Yeah,
into
for
this.
sure.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
going into this, they were aiming for they were aiming for an indefinite suspension and a minimum of one entire season,
Yeah.
which is pretty unprecedented. That's never really happened
Yeah.
at all, right, Quintin?
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
it is a very serious matter with a lot of allegations
Yeah.
towards Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
But do you see the possibility of that happening now that the appeal has been struck? Do you think that Deshaun could get suspended for a season and even more, Quintin? Or what would kind of your prediction
Yeah,
be?
man. I don't know, man. I know it's like you said, man. It's been dragging out for a while. Like
Mhm.
I think it's important that they do come to the right conclusion. I think 6 games may be a little, slap on the wrist, but at the same time, I'm a man of grace, so
Mhm.
I understand. I understand it, but I think I think Adele has to play both sides, right? He has to make the Cleveland Browns happy, the women happy, so it's going to be tough, man. He has to really go back and make a strong decision, man. I think a year indefinite would be pretty intense though. But
Yeah.
um, I think, man, with Deshaun, man, and this money that he got, like, I think he has to just, take a responsibility, his consequences, man, whatever it is, 6 games a year, and just, talk it up, man, for real, and just keep pressing, put this behind him,
Yep.
and keep moving. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think that's a great point. It's just taking the responsibility for,
Yeah,
his
yeah,
actions, I guess. And yeah, you're absolutely right, dude. Quincy, you nailed it. You honestly nailed it. Like
yeah.
Goodell has a lot. He has a major decision right now, and he can send a big message with
Mhm.
this suspension. He really can. If it's going to be, I just don't even know how an indefinite suspension would work. Like
Yeah.
what other variables do you have to learn to like make it 2 years, 3 years, 5, like
Mhm.
whatever it may be. So I honestly think it's gonna be at just one season. Maybe not even that. Maybe it's like 12 games to a
Yeah,
season.
probably. Yeah, 12 games. Probably double it. From what the
Yeah.
judge ordered, maybe something like that. Because he does have to take in consideration how the Browns feel about it. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? But I mean, I say that too. But I think the women that are watching the NFL
Yep.
need to be satisfied too, because women have their rights, man. They got to know that they
Yep.
they mean something to us, as a world, as a nation, and as an NFL too. You know what I'm saying? So that's important, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And I think what Juan here says in the chat is an important, part of this is the judge really did. She stated that, he committed sexual assault. She had found that he enough evidence to say that he committed sexual assault to the point that there was worthy of a suspension. Let's forget about the amount of games for now. Like that is what she had kind of determined. Now, I don't think we're ever going to get him out of the league. And I don't think that's not what we really are saying in this
Yeah,
sense, but it's going to get a lot of added games. And I think you're right. Doubling it, I think that's a good floor to
mhm.
12. Ceiling, a season. I really can't see it going past the season because of like what you said with the Browns And I think that they're going to be, they're going to want their star quarterback. They're not going to want Jacoby Brissett all season, all for the next season. Like no disrespect to Brissett, man, but they paid a lot of money for Deshaun Watson, gave up a lot of draft capital. And so there's a lot of different variables at play here for Goodell. So it's going to be a very difficult decision.
What do you remember about when Big Ben, when he got into some trouble? How much, like, did he get suspended too?
I think he got suspended for, the people in the chat are going to be better about it than I will, because I was a little kid when it happened. But I believe it was around 6 games, was it not?
Right.
Right. So, and the differences between those ones, I believe, is that the judge in Big Ben's case ruled that there was violent acts, correct?
Right.
Whereas in Deshaun's case, there was no evidence of any violence, which is a big difference when we're talking about these decisions. So,
yeah, and that's something Goodell's gonna have to weigh in too, man. Because if he come down with the hammer too hard, it's gonna seem like it's racial. It really is. You know what I'm saying? And I hate that Deshaun's in the middle of this, man. But like I said, man, he got to pay the cost. Like he got to, he made the mistake. So, but yeah, it's gonna fall on Goodell, man, to make the right decision. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
But he can't make everybody happy.
No, he cannot. He cannot.
He can't do it. So it's tough, but. I'm a man of grace, like I said, man. So, it's just tough, man. It's tough.
And at the end of the day, he's got, his business to, save face for. You know what I mean? He wants to make the NFL's image look good. And so that's going to mean protecting women and balancing everything, really. Yeah. So hopefully he comes up to the right decision. Joshua Stanley in the chat was saying that, yes, Big Ben got 6 games and he got it reduced down to 4.
Interesting.
So, yeah, so that is another option for Deshaun Watson and his camp, is that they have the ability to sue the NFL, going through the NFL Players Association, and try and get that reduced. Now, what people have been saying on Twitter, and people who are, have very good understanding of how the CBA works, is that in this scenario, Deshaun, they can do that, but they're basically out of luck. They're not actually really going to get it reduced. It's at this point.
We're going to add to this. For sure.
It's getting added for sure. So it's all on Goodell. But I think that's enough on this topic, Quintin. I think we've covered pretty much everything in that sense. So I think it's good to move on. We don't want to be talking about this all day. At the end of the day, we are a Texans channel, and we got to move on from this because Deshaun Watson no longer in our life. So let's talk about the Houston Texans. We got to talk about training camp. That's what we're at in this timeline. Preseason's coming soon, and the season, man, I'm so excited to watch football again, Quintin, and for us to talk about these games. But before we get to that, let's talk about kind of your experiences with training camp. I think the viewers would love to hear from a former player, how really important is that time for you as a player, getting to bond with your teammates, build that chemistry, learn maybe it's a new system on the defense. How important really is that for the players?
Yeah, man, training camp is probably the most important part of your season as a team and as an individual. I mean, like you prepare all off season, for training camp, really, because you get in the season, man, you got a set schedule. Like you're taking care of your body. You're going, the coaches are going to do be smart and like take the workload off you a little bit. But in training camps, man, is when you pound your body the hardest, man, to get it ready for that 16 games or 17 games or whatever. So, man, it's very important for you as an individual, but at the same time for you as a team too. You guys have been off for a while. You got free agents coming in, you got rookies coming in. So it's a time for you guys to gel, to see who's going to be playing what kind of role. For guys to get in their place, learn their position, play their role. And get ready for the season, man. So it's a very, very important time of the year. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Yeah, I guess from that individual point of view, you got to be in like the best shape of your life, you'd say. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So what would your kind of ramp up look like into training camp? Like how early before training camp are you kind of preparing, maybe shedding some of that summer weight or whatever, trying to get down to your goals? Maybe the team's trying to tell you to get down to a certain weight. Is that kind of how it worked with you, or how'd that process look ramping up?
Yeah, I think so. As my career went on, that process changed. Right?
Okay.
I was a rookie, man. It was, man, as soon as the season over, I'm go. Right. But as I got older, man, I couldn't do that. My body had to rest, sit down for a little bit, do more maintenance, more massaging, more stretching, more yoga and Pilates as I got older, man. But right around that month mark, man, you really, really pick it up. You know what I mean? Probably at the latest, when you're a real vet, you can do 3 weeks. Because you're gonna hit it hard and you're gonna tap into a different level. But I would say, like, I would tell younger guys, man, at least give it a month, man. That
Mhm.
month before training camp, you need to be wrapping up hard as you can, so you can settle down that last week. You know what I mean? Last week's gonna
Right.
be, you know what I mean, just light working out, light sweats here and there, core work and stuff like that, man. So, and timing is everything too, man, because you don't want to
Mhm.
you don't want to wait too late. That's where you
Mhm.
pull hamstrings, you come
That's
in there, injuring yourself and stuff. So it's an art to it, man. You got to know your body. You got to learn your body, man, for real.
That's great advice, man. It's
Yeah,
a tough balance to strike because, like you said, man, like one injury and who knows, man, you could be done for the season. And you put in
that's
all that hard work and all that preparation, and you're
right.
out in training camp, and we see it
Yeah,
every single year.
that's
And
right.
so it's disheartening, man. But yeah, it's a good balance to find, absolutely. And then you mentioned about the team aspect, man. Do you have any like favorite, like very memorable training camps with like some of your favorite teammates or those like bonding experiences that you've had, really?
Yeah, man. My first training camp, man,
Mhm.
was every matter of fact. I don't know if it was memorable in a good sense, but I was telling somebody today. I did an interview today with Mark Vandenberg. Vanden, I forget how to pronounce it, but with did an interview today, man. He asked me about training camp, and I came in '08, right?
Right.
Like we had real 2 days, man. I'm talking about we full pad early in the morning and full pad the next practice. And I was under Andy Reid. Now, Andy Reid, man, his practices was we tackle into the earth every day.
Oof.
I don't care if you Brian Westbrook. I don't care if you Khalil Mack. Everybody going to the ground. It's live. It's live. And so back in those days, man, it was pretty tough. So I remember it being super hard, man. I remember like one time, my rookie year, man, getting back to the dorm by 11 o'clock at the meetings. Like, man, mom,
Jeez.
your mom, I don't want to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Fly me back home.
Like, mom, I don't want to do this. So now, man, it's easier now.
Right.
It ain't and it's smart, man. You gotta kind of evolve with the times, right? Like,
Mhm.
so so I say easier, but it's just not as hard as it used to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
I feel like now the NFL and teams in general are doing a better job of understanding how not to work players to death
yeah,
and
yeah,
keeping them safe too. You saw the new helmets that they got on?
yeah, man.
You ain't feeling that?
I kind of got some of that old school in me too, man. Cut all that
Yeah.
stuff out, man. But nah, I get it, But just me being me, man. That's
Yeah.
some of that stuff too much. And like
They-
I just saw your tweet about the guy from the Saints, the online. Man, there wasn't no fights.
it was kind of weak. It was kind of
Man, it
weak.
wasn't no man. You don't get suspended for that kind of stuff. Man, that's good stuff. Man, what you must
Yeah.
see, you know?
It's especially in the trenches. Like that's what you got
Mhm.
those big guys setting the tone in there. So you want that
Yeah,
physicality. I get it. I mean, I know he was just very much penalized a lot in college, and so I know they're not gonna want that so much in the NFL. But the
yeah,
clips that they specifically showed, I don't think
right,
those would really get called for
yeah,
anyways.
right,
Nah. But
yeah,
yeah, I hear you, man. You're an old school thinking, man. You wanna
yeah.
you wanna
I'm
you're all
like a
for the
tweener. I'm
physicality.
like a tweener. I'm not all the way old school, but I'm not all the way. I mean, it just depends on what's going on. I'm like that. I'm like that hybrid, man.
Fair enough, man. That's the best. You got the best of both worlds. There you
Yeah,
go. You all about
yeah,
that balance. I love it.
yeah.
I
That's
love
right.
it.
Yeah,
Okay, so we got your thoughts on training camp in general as a former player.
yeah,
Now today you were here at Texans training camp. You
yeah,
went early this morning.
yeah.
How was the atmosphere? How was it seeing the fans again? How was
Yeah.
that, man?
Man, the atmosphere was like it was good energy out there. Like,
Yeah.
man, just seeing the fans come out there. I'm from the era where we had the JJ Watts, the Arian
Right.
Fosters, what I mean, the Andre Johnson. So it was packed. So, but this time, man, it wasn't that packed, but it was still good energy though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could see the town coming together, the city coming together again, especially after COVID. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it was just positive, man, all around experience. I mean, just seeing everybody out there, man, supporting the Texans, and with no superstars, right?
Yeah.
There's no real superstars on the team, man. So I gotta give a shout out to the fans, man, for going out there, man, supporting the team while they're in the trenches, man, knowing that it's gonna be a better day soon. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. I think that's the thing is we know we're rebuilding right now. We know we may not have a superstar on the roster just yet, but we're gonna get to that point. We
that's
got a
right.
lot of draft picks. We can draft some of these superstars.
Right.
Maybe it's a guy like Derek Stingley. Maybe it's a guy like Davis Mills can grow into that. Who knows, man? But it's great to see all these people come together, like you said. Like that's why I love sports, is that people from all different parts of life, whether you're old, whether you're young, no matter what your race, religion is, like they can all come together and bond on this one sports team. And I feel like
Yeah,
that's what Houston is really great about.
yeah,
Absolutely. So
that's right.
Alpha in the chat says much love to you. Appreciate everyone who's coming through on the YouTube. If you guys are here on YouTube, hit that like button, subscribe.
Yeah,
Comment down below any thoughts. And then, if you haven't checked out the entire show, check us out on the Believe in Texans. You can find us on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, and Sirius XM as well.
Yeah, man, I was impressed with the rookie, man.
With the rookie, Derek Stingley, the cornerback at LSU. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
He
man,
looked good.
he got some. He's instinctive.
He's,
He is instinctive, man. That's a good pick. He's gonna be a staple, man, for real.
that's what's been really exciting about him as a defensive back is he's a playmaker too.
That's right.
He's gonna cover you, but then he's gonna go get the ball too.
Exactly, and go score with it. That's right.
Exactly. It seems like all the reports out of camp right now is that he seems like a natural, very athletically gifted, very smooth out there. Like maybe doesn't look like a rookie at times. You know what I mean? Is that the same idea you're getting? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I saw too, man. I also like number 20. The other corner, man. He's got
Steven Nelson.
No, that's 21.
Oh, okay.
Or Steve Nelson, number 20.
You know, Desmond King might be 20. Actually, let me see.
He's a tall, lanky guy, man. He's gonna be man. If he stays healthy, I think he's got some. And this is gonna be a good year. I think a good year of laying a foundation.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, for what they're gonna be in the next couple of years, man.
Absolutely. It's a process. It's going to take some time, but we're going to get there. Okay. Number 20. I know who that. Okay. Isaac Yiadom. Yeah. Out of Boston College. I think he got drafted to the Broncos.
Yep.
And this is his first year with us. That's why I didn't know who he was. But yeah, he's tall, man. 6'1".
Look out for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked him in college, but yes, sir. Okay. So 20, 24. What do you think about the rest of the secondary? Do you like Steven Nelson? He said 21. What about the safeties?
Yeah. I like 5. It's 5. 5's a rookie, right?
Yeah, Jalen Peachy. Yes, sir. Out of Baylor.
I think he's running with the ones right now too.
Yes,
so I just tell you about him. You know what I mean? So I think we need some more veteran presence back there. Honestly, like a little bit more. But I think for the most part, man, I like what they're doing on defense. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think the secondary is going to be. I wouldn't say the strength, but it won't be the weakness either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. And they've got the youngsters that they can grow into that role, like you said, with Stingley and with Petrie, number 5. I love Petrie. He was my favorite draft pick in this past draft class.
Yeah.
I think he's a dog, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's a dog. Yeah. He's an athlete. He flies around the field. And he's versatile too. You know, you can play him up in the box.
Yep.
You can blitz him. You can.
He's kind of like Tyron. He's kind of like Tyron. He's kind of like a poor honey badger.
Poor man's honey badger. I like it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think that's the goal. I interviewed him down at the Senior Bowl, and he said that those were one of the guys that he models his game after. He looks up to, watches film. Tyrann Mathieu and Budda Baker as well. So it's kind of those like smaller, quicker, very explosive DBs that are versatile, move them all over. And you get them in coverage, but you can also send them after the quarterback and blitz.
Yep. That's right, man.
Hybrid, exactly. So I think Peachy's going to be a box score stuffer, man. He's really going to stuff that stat sheet. Absolutely.
Yeah, real talk.
You ever want your coaches, you like, hey, send me on a blitz? Or would
yeah, man, send me on a blitz, man.
Man.
Send me on a blitz, man.
Yeah, you run that. You ran 4.4 or something. What was it again?
Come on, man. Why you trying to play me, bro? You know, I'm a 4-3 guy, man.
4-3
guy, man. I'm picking him up, put him down. I'm from Texas, man. I'm from Texas, man. Hey, we run track, play football. That's all we do. Run track, play football, man.
He's ready.
Go down here, baby.
Absolutely. Okay, so Quintin, we talked about the defense. We talked about the secondary. What about on the offensive side of the ball? Is there anyone that stood out to you? How did the quarterback Davis Mills look as well?
Man, I think Davis is going to be. I think he's going to show a year of growth, right? Like I'm not sure, and I think it's going to depend on the running game for him, right? Yes. Like he's a game managing quarterback at best right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we're going to really, really have to get a running game going, man, to for him to really shine. You know what I mean? We can't put him in 3rd and 12 situations all the time. He's got to be in that 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3, you know, where he can make a short pass or a scramble if he has to. You know what I mean? So it's really going to depend on the running game for him, man.
Okay, I like it. I think that's what we should really strive for. Is we can't just put it all on the quarterback's shoulders.
Right.
You know what I mean? We don't got a Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers that can just pull us out of bad situations. That's not how it works. So he's a youngster. He's only going into his 2nd year. So we got to give him as much help as we can in terms of the run game, in terms of pass protection, and then in terms of the weapons. What'd you like out of the wide receiver core? You like Brandon Cooks?
That rookie, man. He's a natural. I think 12.
Too.
I'm good with numbers. I haven't got names and stuff down yet, but 12. I think 12 is his number. 12?
Yeah, 12 is Nico Collins, so he's going into his 2nd year now. He's a tall guy, right? He's
okay. Like 6'4". He's nice on the outside, and then we got Andre Johnson there, man, helping out. You know what I
Dre
mean?
was there?
Yeah,
Hey,
Dre was there, man. He's kind of helping them guys out, the receivers, man. So that's gonna be
okay,
good for them. You know what I mean, having that Hall of Fame, just his presence, bro. Just his presence alone is gonna like keep them focused. You know what I mean? So it's
definitely.
gonna be good. That was a positive that I saw out there today. You know what I mean? Like
Nice.
having Andre around.
For sure. It'd be good for the youngsters. He has a very calming demeanor,
For sure.
right? And I feel like as a rookie, as a sophomore, sometimes it can be like, man, this shit is going so fast. Like, what is going on? So sometimes you need to just slow down and
Yeah.
relax. And so I think Dre would be perfect for that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll ask you about one more guy in terms of the running back. You mentioned that the running game, it needs to be strong this year to help out Davis Mills in the offense.
Mm.
Did you get a chance to watch running back number, what is he now?
28,
31. Did you watch?
31.
Yeah, 31. You see him
I,
that much? Nah.
I saw 28. 28 stood out today.
Rex Burkhead?
Yeah. Was
Rex
that Rex?
Burkhead?
Was that Rex?
I'm pretty sure.
Man, he looked slim, bro. He looked slim. He looked slim, ready to run.
Oh man. Rex Burkhead, number 20. We lost Quintin for a second here, but he'll be back any second now. I know. There he is. Yes, sir. Rex Burkhead, number 28, looking slim out there. Okay, I think the Texans are really gonna try and get him featured in the run and the passing game, because he was honestly our most dependable receiver out of the backfield last year. And so you got Damian Pierce taking more of the rushing carries. You got Marlon Mack taking more of that as well, and then they'll sprinkle in Burkhead here and there every once in a while. How's everyone doing in the chat though? We're gonna get Quintin here back in a second. We got Beige, we got Alpha, we got my boy Kovu, Andy Pfeiffer, we got Jay in the building. Quintin, you want to try it and maybe just leave in the okay, yeah. Quintin left and he's gonna come right on back. Rex is aging like fine wine, apparently. Yeah. But what I really wanted to ask him about Damian Pierce, number 31, because all reports out of camp is that Pierce has been killing it, improving every day, and just showing why he was, one of the steals of the draft. I said it very early on in this process. I said it when they drafted him. Like, I love that pick. He's a perfect fit for the Texans. He's a physical runner. He can pass protect. He can do a little catching up the backfield too. But at the end of the day, he's a bruiser in between the tackles. And he can rip off some long runs too. He's had a 50-yard run and a 60-yard run in the past 2 days. So he's shown that he plays faster than his 40 time. That shirt though, you like it? You like the Led Zeppelin? So long story about this shirt. I got it at some random store in the mall. And they were doing some deal for buy one, get 3 free. 3 shirts free. So I got a bunch of graphic tees. It's solid, it's good. But the reason why I had to go get these shirts is because on my trip back from my summer vacation, man, airport lost my bag. The airport lost my bag. I got all my nice clothes in there, like 6 weeks worth of clothes in there. So I'm out here with nothing to wear. Just had to go scramble to the mall and pick up some shirts. And luckily, this place came through. Buy one, get 3 free. You ever heard of that? Goddamn. Boy, Kobu says Pierce's game reminds me of Ben Tate back in the day. Hopefully we find his Foster someday. Absolutely. We got Quintin back here. Quintin,
Yeah.
all good? We chill?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, so yeah, 28, Rex Burkhead, looking slim, you said.
Bro, he looking slim, fast, man. Hey. Oh, bro, I think, man, for me, man, just being there in person, man, just gave me a different. Like right now, I was kind of down. Like before, I was in person, I'm kind of down in Texas. Right, you read the roster, like I don't know anybody.
Yeah,
man, like going in person, man, like they got a good squad, bro. Like it's a good foundation laying squad. I want to say 6 games for sure.
Ooh, I like it, Quintin.
A solid 6 for sure, bro. And if they stay healthy and everybody's clicking and getting better, some good coaching, they could probably get 7.
Okay.
7, man, for real.
7. Oh my gosh, I like it. Yeah. Seeing it in person is a very different perspective on the team.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's right.
And especially because a lot of the guys that we brought in this year, like it's been a lot of new faces.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of hard to always know who these guys are and everything about their game. But you go there in person, you see how fast they're running, how physical they're being. Like, would you say overall the team looks very locked in, very focused? Like, or do you think they're responding well to Lovie Smith, the new head coach?
Yeah, I think so, man. I think sometimes not having a superstar could help. Could help the focus. Could help everybody come together closer. Like, who's gonna be that? Who's gonna be that guy? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So again, that's me trying to have a good perspective on it. But like, So we'll see, man. I mean, from what I saw, like I can't just pinpoint it like that, but I saw good chemistry. I saw everybody coming together. I didn't see any divas. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was hungry. I saw Brandon Cooks, man. It was much love when I saw him. It was cool to know to see him, and he know who I was. I'm like, oh, what's up, man?
Of course he knows who you are.
I went on you a few times. Now I'm just playing. No, but just man, mutual respect and love, man. You know what I mean? So that was encouraging for real, man. But no, overall, man, that's a great experience. And I'm kind of, I'm on a bandwagon a little bit. I mean, not for like Super Bowl, but to be a solid season, man.
Mm-hmm. Because you look around the league in terms of news wise, all these media outlets and stuff, they all have us as the worst team in the NFL. They all say we're gonna win maybe 4 games, maybe 5, but man, I think that people who follow the team closely, the local people, the people who can get to go and see it in person, like Quintin, like they're gonna have a better judge on the Texans than the national media will.
Absolutely,
the national media got to cover all 32 teams.
Yeah.
So they're not going to know as well as us. So we trust Quintin and his eye. There's no one more that you would rather trust in terms of a former player. I mean, come on. So, man, I'm excited for that. I can see 6 games. I can see, and if everything goes right for them, 7, because, at the end of the day, it's the NFL. Anything can happen. Any team can win on any given Sunday.
That's right.
But let's shoot for that, man. I think 7 is a perfect goal for this team. And then next year, maybe, we're going to add more draft picks, more players, and then it's maybe potential playoff push.
Yeah, money for free agency.
Yep.
Man, so yeah, man, it's good foundation.
Exactly. That's what we want. At least the arrow is going up with this team. And so in 2 weeks, I believe, preseason starts. Man, it's gonna be fun to watch football again. We'll be back next week. Quintin will probably just recap more training camp, more things that we're hearing. Are you going back? No, you're leaving tomorrow, correct?
Yeah, I got some stuff to do in El Paso tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, we get some good feedback from the fans. Any chats? Any questions? We gotta ramp that up, fellas. If y'all watching, man, like talk to us. We want to hear from y'all too.
Perfect. This is the Q&A section before we end this stream. Let us know, guys, what questions you got in the chat. Jerry's asking, how's the O-line looking? You focus on the O-line a little bit, Quintin?
Yeah, and that's just being honest. That's gonna be where a lot of games, and to me, man, Andy Reid taught me this, man. Games are won and lost in the trenches. Yep, O-line, D-line, and that's what that's where it did kind of look like, man. Great question, Jerry. It's a really good question, man. So just to be honest with you, man, that's probably the weak part of what I saw, man. Honestly.
Yeah, no, that's honestly fair. I think that's something that a lot of us have thought about the roster going into it, just looking at it on paper. We just drafted a guard in the first round of this last draft, but he's a rookie, so be patient with him. I like our tackles in Titus Howard and Laramie Tunsil. But I think it's really the interior might be a bit shaky. I know, the guards and center. I like Justin Britt, man, but he hasn't been able to stay healthy, so he's been in and out of camp, and so it's been tough. But I think you hit it right on, Quintin. It's gonna be a weak spot. Hopefully they can build it up over the years. And there we go. Kovu says Dent's been my favorite Texan safety. Yes, sir.
Man, I appreciate that. Thank you, Kovu. I like that name, Kovu Khan. All right, that's what's up. That's
my boy. He's real talented with Photoshop and graphic design, man. That's my boy right there. Yes, sir. If you need anything, you need a logo, you need anything, he'll help you out.
All right, I'll be in touch, man. I'm doing some stuff. I'm working on some stuff for sure. I'll be in touch for sure, man.
Perfect. I can send you I can DM you his stuff. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Opinions on the tight ends, Brevin Jordan and Pharaoh Brown. What do you think about the tight ends? You get a chance?
Yeah, I saw a little bit of one-on-ones. I think these guys have good size, good speed. They have to probably work on the blocking technique, right? And things like that. But I don't think it's a weak part. I think they have potential. You know what I mean?
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I saw potential for sure.
Nice.
Nobody really stood out, but nobody really, they had great size though. Great size, great speed, which is always, you can't coach that. So
yeah, and nowadays like tight ends, it's so much about having a mismatch, right? Whether it's a bigger guy on a safety, whether it's a faster guy on a linebacker, being able to take advantage of that mismatch is, I know, something Pep Hamilton is really going to want to do this year.
Yeah, that was good to see too, man. Pep, Pep brings some swag to it. You know what I mean? Like switching stuff up. So having Pep's gonna be good, man, for real.
For sure. Davis Mills was talking earlier today about the differences between Pep Hamilton's scheme and Tim Kelly, who's our offensive coordinator last year, and he's saying Tim Kelly is it's so much about that Patriot system and to the point where it's putting so much stress on the quarterback to figure out the picture before pre-snap, post-snap, call the protections, even make audibles in terms of the run game, IDing the mic and all that stuff. And so now Pep Hamilton's scheme is trying to make the quarterback's life as easy as possible. That's really what it's about. Davis Mills mentioned it's more of an old school pro style system, something that Mills was very comfortable with and familiar with at his time in Stanford and college. And so because of that, the schematic change now is giving me, and I know a lot of other people, some optimism for Davis Mills that he can improve going forward. So,
and that's like for any player, man, like finding a team that you fit the scheme with is golden. Like that's hard. Like you're gonna have success if you fit that scheme. You know what I mean? Because we all have our strengths and weaknesses as a player. And so for you to fit that scheme, man, it makes your game that much better, that much easier, man. Especially on defense, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I can say especially at quarterback too. Yeah. Like for real, man. If you fit the scheme and you like it, it's easy for you. Man, the sky's the limit for real. So hopefully that's the X factor that we don't see. You know what I mean? Pep Hamilton. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully, yes, sir. Yeah, you mentioned. I remember one of the first things we talked about is when you were playing under Romeo Crennel and how you really liked his scheme and it fit well for you, right?
Yeah, that's right. Then I got Chicago. Vic Fangio, you know, his scheme was okay, but I just it wasn't for me, dog. Like his scheme is more than X's and O's. Like scheme is like how you meet, how you teach the information.
Yes.
I mean, how long you meet. I mean, so stuff like that, man. We used to meet with Wade Phillips, man, and Romeo Cordell, like, you know, we did it like that so quick. And I got to Chicago, man. We meet for the whole day with Vic Fangio. I'm just like, bro, this ain't it, man. So that's just me, my personal stories, man. But
no, I'm with you 100%. I'm not someone that can like sit there all day and just listen to someone talk. Like I need to go, like, give me some information. I can study it later on my own, but I can't just sit there. I'm gonna fall asleep.
That's right. I felt like a lecture with Big Fangio. Be like, man, you know. So
they ever catch you slacking and catch you dozing off?
No, I didn't. I never. No, towards my end, I didn't sleep. But in the beginning, I slept. Rookie year, I slept all the time. I know what I'm gonna play, so I've been that thing knocked out. But toward the end, I just, you know, I stopped sleeping. It started getting fun learning. You know what I'm saying? But Vic Fangio just did too much. Just too much. Means too long. Yeah, for me personally.
Yeah, no.
Nothing against him, man. Nothing against Vic. Great dude.
Oh yeah, one of the best in the game for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so we talked a lot about the secondary on defense. Any thoughts on the linebackers and the D-line, Quintin?
I think the linebackers may be the strength of the defense.
Ooh, okay.
I really think the linebackers may be the strength of the defense. Very, very athletic, very, very fast. You saw a couple guys out there, man, making commands, getting everybody lined up, man. So I think they're going to be the strength of the defense, and the D-line and the secondary guy, it's going to like change. Some days the secondary will be the weakness. Some days the D-line will be. But I think the linebackers will be the staple for sure.
Okay. That's good for Lovie Smith, man, because Lovie Smith has always liked to build his defenses with some strong linebackers.
That's right. That's right. And that's what it is, too.
Yes, sir.
What you see? That's right. That's a good point, bro. That's a real good point.
Yes, sir. So they got their leader, you know, in Christian Kirksey at the mic. He's definitely like their vocal guy on the field. I know Ken Grugier-Hill, I think he's 51 for you. Yeah. He's shown some good things. And then the rookie Christian Harris out of Alabama, he should be 48.
He is nice.
Yeah, he's fast, right?
He is going to be nice. Yeah, he's going to be nice.
For sure. So I think what's really to take away here is that, you know, the team has its strengths, it has its weaknesses, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of young talent to be excited for. Stingley, Petrie, Harris on the defense, Mills on the offense, Nico Collins on the offense. And then, hopefully we can get the O-line and the D-line, you know, more consistent over the years because you got to win through the trenches, man.
That's
Absolutely.
That's right. Good stuff, bro.
Yes, sir. Okay, I think we're good to end it there. We appreciate everyone for checking us out. Oh my gosh, I didn't do the ad read. Let me do the ad read real quick at the end of the thing. Okay, I'm going to do this real quick. Bet Online is the fastest and easiest way to wager on all your favorite sports, contests, and events with first-to-market odds and lines. Find reviews and news for every league, including Major League Baseball, NFL, NBA, NHL, combat sports, esports, and even golf. Bet Online continues to be the top online resource for all your sports information, from live in-game betting, props, and futures. Head to Bet Online today or use your mobile device to join today and make your first sports bet. Use our promo code BLEAV, like on my hat, 50 to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet Online, where the game starts. There we go. All right. We appreciate Believe and everything they've been doing for us. We appreciate everyone who's been checking these out on the weekly. We'll be back next week. And then as the season starts to ramp up, man, we'll do 2 a week, recapping the games and then previewing the next week's game as well. So be on the lookout, man. The content's going to be coming out hot and heavy for you guys.
Right.
Take care, Quintin. Appreciate you for coming on.
You too, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Right.
Hey, if you watch it, man, bring a friend next time. Come on, man. Let's tap in, baby. Let's get to it. All right, bro. I appreciate you, man. Good stuff today.
Peace.
All right.